Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ubuntu Touch Q&A episode 170. We are streamed live on July the 26th, 2025. I'm happy, and with me is...
Alfred, hello everyone.
Hello, Alfred. Nice to see you. Nice to be back. As I
Yeah,
was saying off camera, it feels like it's been a year without being there. But yeah. So let's start with some news. But I might start with an announcement or an advertisement, or I don't know how to call it. But we are closer and closer to releasing Noble. But still a lot of major apps are missing. So we made an initiative to help developers, app developers who are contributors to major apps, or even owners and main developers of the app, to bring their app to Noble. So if you have an app that can be really important for the community overall, or if you have a lot of apps but don't have the mean to port it to Noble because you don't have a suitable device, then you can reach out to us, and maybe we can offer a coupon or some way to have you a cheap Fairphone file, so you can appreciate the Noble version and be able also to bring your apps to Noble. That will be a great thing. In my opinion, the US is mostly there, but we need more apps compatible with it. Some apps, only QML apps, for example, work pretty well, but for some other more advanced apps, and we need to rework it. So it needs to be rebuilt purposely for Noble. So if you are in the pickle and want to continue supporting your apps on Noble but cannot at the moment, then reach out to us and we will see what we can do. Yeah, with that said, what happened in the last weeks on the main development of Ubuntu Touch?
yeah, there was a bunch of things landing in GitLab over the last 2 weeks again. Let's start this is going to be in reverse order. So newest starting first. But there have been some changes to C++ standards, upgrades, so that more components rely on a newer version of C++, so that this is sorted out. This is also across the board, across multiple components. So that is something to note. We also have something of a new system settings upgrade view, so to say, to land or to showcase. So there are changes that have been merged that this is by Rachanan mostly. So those changes allow for a very pretty looking overview of the version that you're going to upgrade to. So it gives you a little pinpoints about what has changed, and gives you a little list of things that have landed since the last version, or what is notable about the new version that you want to upgrade to. And for Noble, this will bring also or upgrading from Focal to Noble will also work, because we are landing the same patch in Focal also, so that you can also benefit from it upgrading from Focal to Noble, so that you don't get the preview too late, so to say.
There is one that I noticed. Maybe it's not in the last couple of weeks, but it was very nice one. You see, I have my phone here and I'm on locked rotation. So basically, when I rotate my phone, it doesn't rotate. But now we have an icon that allows to manually turn the screen. I found it great. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
This new feature is
This
chef
one is
kiss.
made by Kuji.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Koji, for this because it's amazing. That's really a game changer. Because I lie in bed and when the screen is rotated, then I don't want it to be on landscape. I want it to be still in portrait. And but having the ability to manually do this when you want it, because you can maybe you show a picture to someone and it's in landscape and you want to rotate it, but the, yeah, that's perfect.
Right. Yeah, that one was surprising me as well, and I like it as well. So the heads off again. Uh, what else do we have? Yeah, we also have a change landing so that Lumiri in Ethercast connections with tablets. So at tablet mode, Lumiri running an Ethercast connection will show the virtual touchpad on the device again. Little bit of a like backstep from the previous plan that I had with uh, the secondary screen or the Ethercast screen being just another virtual desktop so that you can have multi-window, multi-desktop situations running. But in practice, it didn't work out pretty well or not well enough. So let's do it this way around again. And yeah, that's that. What else do we have? Yeah, a little bit of technical details and rewording for the FS script. Documentation has landed so that it's more detailed, so that information about encryption on the device in Ubuntu 2404 or Ubuntu Touch 2404 will be properly displayed.
Okay. Yeah.
That's about it this time around.
Yeah, that's great. And yeah. Excellent. So maybe it's time, damn, to show my screen. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, bad placement of the window. Sorry for that. So yeah, for the updated and new apps on the Open Store, we had a couple of new apps this week. So the first one is RD4. Oh, damn. It will do that every time now. So this is an official app for the Dutch Municipal Waste Processor, RD4. So yeah, that's pretty useful for our Dutch friends. So thanks. That's a mouthful. Sorry for butchering it. Stwittelweer. Stwittelweer. I don't know how to pronounce it. Sorry for that, but thank you very much for this new app. And yeah, it's always helpful. And I have the same issue, and I might do also something for waste management in France, or at least in my municipality. And we have also Monflow, which is the first bank app for Ubuntu Touch. Maybe not a traditional bank, but a bank nevertheless. And we showcased it last month on a video that I got. And now it's ready in the open store. So I guess users can now use this app to access their account. Users in the Netherlands, so still for our Dutch friends. But I think they plan to expand to the rest of Europe, so that would be great. So yeah, here you can see some screenshots as well of the app. So very nice looking one. It seems really easy to use, and yeah, something that I will definitely give a try when they are available in France. Yeah. And so yeah, so the particularity of this bank is that you are able to switch from crypto money to legitimate currency, I would say. What else can we tell? Legacy ones.
Fiat money.
Yeah, so thanks Sakal for bringing this app to the Open Store, and it's under heavy development, as you know, as you can notice, because in the last, I think it has been released on the 14th of July, so it's yeah, Liberation Day in France, and since then it has been like 6 releases, so yeah, a lot of work is happening. And that's rounded for the new apps. And we have also updated apps since the last time. So Spreadsheet has been updated again. So probably a minor bug that has been fixed. So yeah, rich text box to make editing long formulas easier. So that's could be helpful for many people. I know if I had to use it to use spreadsheet on mobile for work, then I definitely will need this new feature. So that's great. Thank you, FBFB, for this. We have also UTNext Cloud Music that has been updated. So yeah, thanks Guado for this app, for this update. It has some favorites, the ability to add and remove favorite songs, to add the artist page, podcast page, web radios. So seems like a pretty major update. Yeah, if you already use Utinix Cloud Music, then sure try to update because it seems to bring a lot of things. We have also Flow, which is another music app, an unofficial client for Deezer. So thanks, Sander, for bringing this app. And see in the last version, what we have, results access player controls, if currently loaded in player. So yes, it's also to be a necessary feature for that. And search as you type, so that's also good to get it quicker. So yeah, better search features. Nymea app also has been updated. Nymea is a client for Nymea, which is an home assistant kind of thing. So IoT device for your smart home. And so thanks Nymea for your continuous development of this app. Oh, they updated also the Qt version, so that's great. It will be future-proof. Yeah, every time they maintain things properly. That's great. I love it. I use a very old system at home, but I'm trying to think of updating, and maybe Nymea will be the one for me. And we have also so the time management app that is still in alpha version by Kalin CIT services. That's been under heavy development as well, because you also mentioned it to be updated last time, Friday. So yeah, thanks also for this continuous development of this Odoo applications that helps you time manage your projects. So yeah, thank you for this continuous support. And I think that's it. Did I miss anything? No, I don't think so.
Looks good.
Yeah. Okay, I need to change my Windows, my window layout, so it's easier for me to enter things. Yeah. What's next? I think it's time to thank our sponsors. Is it?
Indeed.
Indeed, it is. Oh. Oh, do you want me to go through the sponsors or through the patrons? Which one do you prefer?
I'll go through the sponsors real quick.
Yeah. Okay.
So thanks again to our sponsors: Smooth, Voila, Pine64, OneStein, DigitalOcean, Netlify, Odoo Community Association, Private Internet Access, Gardner and Associates Consulting Inc., Tixia, GitLab, Cloudron, CodeLutin, Gandhi.net, and Brex Technologies. Thanks again for your continuous support. Without you, we wouldn't be where we are today. And we also have a bunch of patrons to go through. What do you think?
Yeah, I can take them. I will mispronounce names today because I already started. So thank you, ACL, Adam Avelkas, Gunspy, Daniel Frenchak, Heather Ellsworth, Rosian Escoa, JT, Caleb Clark, Kenneth Drew, Luigi311, Michael Kerner, Mr. T10001, Omegus, Pavel Arnost, Rondarius, Pendiahose, Xela Alex 1234. And randomly, we selected Marco Mart, Evandro Pires Alves, Mark, Goldie, and Raphael Schweikert. And yeah, so if you also want us to mispronounce your name, you can head to ubports.com/donate. You can donate through Patreon, Liberal Pay, via SEPA transfer, and many other means. And if you also want to support us, you can also head to ureports.com/shop to buy some merch from ureports. It helps to spread the word around about the foundation. I got asked a lot of questions about Ubuntu Touch and about ureports at work because I wear the t-shirt and hoodies. Summer is quite slower because I don't have the hoodies, but at least I have a couple of t-shirts that I can use. I need to buy some. So yeah, thanks everyone for your support, and let's continue with your questions.
Yeah, there are a bunch of questions coming from the forum this week, starting with Atari Linux. A group on the forum is trying to see if we can set up Volta for the Pixel 3a. An image was found on GitHub created by Fredel.me, and I'm not really sure which image you mean. Most probably you mean source material, not necessarily an image build. But yeah, there are some informations about like the overall image build process, but not necessarily how to install it. That's where I stopped myself. And also the question about which image version it's built on. It's mostly built on the latest Android 12.1 release that is out there. So the last release for the Pixel 3a I was trying to build on top of, which I haven't completed, but others are welcome to finish the job. And yeah, getting the software on the phone in the first place is the major pain point, because it has this retrofitted system partition now, or super partition, retrofitted super partition, which means that two partitions act as if they are one. And I have not installed it in any way, shape, or form in this type of environment. So you're on your own. But let us know of any progress that you make. That's for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I saw this initiative on the forum, and that's very thrilling that some people get together like this to try to push the Pixel 3 to VLT. That will be great for people where it works, where their operator or carrier doesn't discontinue the Pixel 3a. Because I think that was the case for you in Austria.
Right. Yeah. So my carrier doesn't necessarily provide support for the voice VLT connection on the Pixel 3a, which means I can't support it myself. And for various reasons, that makes it hard for me to follow through. So I'm just not going to do it. That's as simple as that.
Yeah. Yeah. So next question is from Jan MV and is about the power consumption of LT. Uh, so
Yeah, that one has a bunch of tech mumbo jumbo in there. For example, fast dormancy, which indicates how to save battery when basically the LTE connection saving battery when the device is powered off or screen is off or
mhm.
screen turned on, changing the mode, whatever. Um, yeah, some people have argued that it's not finished yet, and it seems like it's really not finished. It needs to be integrated properly, and for that, we do lack a few places where this integrates completely, as far as I can
Yeah.
tell.
And I think last time Marius mentioned that he was still working on some quirks with VoLT. I don't think it's directly related because we mentioned LTE, so 4G, and not specifically VoLT. But I
Right.
imagine that I didn't notice any substantial battery usage when switching to VoLT compared to just 2G calls. But yes, on the Fairphone 5, I noticed also, and it's being worked on by Mohammed, that the battery usage is way worse when you are not on Wi-Fi. With
Mhm.
Wi-Fi, the phone lasted for 3 straight days for me. So yeah, basically that's amazing. And uh, with 4G, I barely got through 1.5 days, something like this.
Mhm.
So yeah, but I noticed it was the same for the Nexus 5 and for the Pixel 3a. When you use mobile data, and the modem is drawing a lot of power. So there are some things that we can do, but a lot of are device dependent as well, I think. And so yeah,
Mhm.
difficult situation with the power consumption. But yeah, I think devices with 4G currently are still on the good side of the 24 hours that we want to achieve for all the supported devices.
Right. Okay, we also have another question coming in from Captain Funk. Hi, everyone. Thanks for all the contributions and for answering the questions. From my understanding, in an encrypted device, the phone is really secure after turning it off and before the first decryption slash unlocking. After the phone is first unlocked slash decrypted, it is not as secure even if it's locked again because the encryption keys are stored in RAM. For extra security, would it be possible to hard to implement an option in the encryption settings to make the phone more like BFU every time the phone is locked, even if it takes longer to unlock each time, of course? No, we don't have anything in place to accomplish that. And I mean, necessarily, if you lock the phone in this type of scenario, then you're completely locked out and you don't receive notifications about the phone calls, you don't receive notifications about SMS, and that's of no use also. So it needs a minimal running system with at least the keys stored in RAM so that you can use the thing, and everything else probably won't fly for us. um, But if somebody can come up with a way to implement this, sure. I mean, I'm happy to see it.
Yeah, yeah. Security is trade-offs.
Mm, definitely.
So you have to balance it for your use cases. And so if you have very sensitive information, then don't put them on your phones. That's the first thing to do.
Right.
So yeah, that rounds things up for the forum. Do we have some questions in the chat.
We have a bit of activity.
Yeah. Do you see ones that tickle your fancy?
No, not necessarily.
No.
I see one question here. If there are performance differences between phones that have been ported with the kernel method or with the standalone method. No. There are no performance differences whatsoever. It might differ in some optimizations, but that's about it. Those optimizations are not necessarily big.
Yeah, and it's because we distribute a full operating system and not just some another layer on top of things. The only layer we have is to encapsulate the kernel and drivers for the device from Android. So yeah, basically it's just hardware access and LXC. I never remember if it's LXC or LXD, but
Yeah, let's see.
LXC, yeah. So it's pretty quick, so it doesn't add too much latency that it could be noticeable. So yeah, basically we have the same performances. Yeah, so I guess this is a fast one.
This was a quick one, yes, indeed.
Yeah. So it was a pleasure to be back.
Yes.
Nice to be there with you guys, and we will see you in a couple of weeks.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So take care, everyone.
So thanks, everyone. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.